Welcome to Gospel Diaries, a platform that offers a unique avenue for artists to share their stories, express their emotions, and personal journeys. Today we're with Leroy Patton of the Cosmopolitan Church of Prayer Choir, The Warriors, Part 2.
Let me tell you the next thing that I do. Lord, here it is, and give me back to you. I just turn it loose.
When we were over in Italy in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
All expense paid. Thank you, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to worry about a thing. We were in the best hotels, had the best food. And who was that?
That's Father Hayes with that old camera.
Absolutely.
Y'all, don't worry. Y'all gonna see these photos, okay?
Absolutely. And there's little old me.
Come on. So you listen, God
See?
bless you with looks too. Okay? Is that okay if I tell you that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You've always been an attractive man.
Thank you.
What else we got?
We got some of the nuns.
Oh, okay. Them real nuns.
Yes, this is Michelle Brown.
Oh, I love her.
And that's Alan Cathay.
Man.
We were walking down the street,
Mm-hmm.
Just getting
Wait,
pictures.
you wrote little lines?
Yes.
Is this a single file? That is definitely a single file.
Absolutely. These are some of the warriors past,
Hell, the gangsters are here. Advertising for GQ. Okay.
Yes. So
What year is this? You remember?
1992.
Okay. Wow.
July 1992. That was during the thing is up there. But that's yeah, and she just recently passed. Yeah. That's Elder Charles Hayes' godmother. Yeah. So let me show. I'm trying to get to this certain picture, so you'd be like, "Oh my God!" But these were the crowds that we were singing to.
Wow.
They would come out, and they would just be mesmerized. Who is that?
Pastor Darrell Smith.
He's
doing an amazing job.
Amazing.
Listen, I was gonna save a segment for it, but since we might as well just talk about that while we're looking at these photos.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that Midnight Musical y'all just did, man, I looked at him in a whole different light.
Oh yeah.
The way that he introduced those songs, man, was spot on. Like he really called me with nothing but a God. What he said before?
Yeah.
Yo.
Tell somebody only God can do a thing like this. How many of y'all have the testimony that, listen, you was out of fellowship. You didn't dot all your I's and cross all your T's. But the Lord, he looked beyond all your faults and he still saved you. Some folk left you for dead, but he still saved you. Only God. Woo! Yeah. We better stop it.
like, come on.
Yes,
and
sir.
then like the dancing too, like when it's dancing time, it's dancing time.
And he's been doing that ever since,
Yeah.
even before this.
Mm.
So he has been in our lives forever.
And then I do want to say this too, for some of the people that did not get a chance to meet Father Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. I don't know if you were there that Sunday, but he probably said it more than once. But Father Hayes was really sick. He was over sitting. I got the picture. I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And Father Hayes was like, "I'm in my right mind.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is the past."
Yes.
I
was sitting right there. Yes.
Okay.
Ruins of the Colosseum.
This is really a body.
Yes. Yes.
The Colosseum. Wow.
So we were preparing for sound check.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing a sound check over in Italy. Who would have thought? And we actually got a chance to go over there like overseas. People don't know, but we've been overseas 4 times.
Tell us, was that your first time overseas?
That was the very first time. We had a transition because the founder, had to go home and be with the Lord. But he put in place, and he was spot on when he did what he did.
How did you deal with that?
But because
the transition is what I mean.
Yeah, well, it was hard because I was under here for so long, but it was easy at the same time because people don't know, and Pastor Durrell will tell you, I was one of the ones instrumental in bringing him to the church. You didn't know that.
Way back in the day.
Yes, when he came to the church, he came under me. And at that time, he was a member of 1 Corinthians choir in church, Pastor Angie Spivey. Now, Pastor Angie Spivey. And when he came to the church, I told Shelby, I said, place him next to me. Because I said, I want to train him. Wow. I want to train him. And when he came to the church and the choir, he was placed right next to me. And we knew each other before then, but we used to live together. People don't know. We lived in the same house together. So we are family. Mm-hmm. It's not just friends. Now, yes, he's my pastor, but he calls me uncle. Mm-hmm. People don't even know that. He calls me uncle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the same respect that I gave Dr. Charles G. Hayes is the same respect I give him because he earned that. Mm-hmm. He earned it.
I'm just feel free. Like, yeah. I love what I do. Like, you don't understand. It's like looking at you, like I'm almost like mesmerized. It's like I'm going back in the past, and it's like I'm shaking the hands of my heroes, and I'm sitting on the couch with you, having a conversation. You know who I am. I know who you are. Like,
absolutely. You're family. Now you're family. You're always welcome. You know what I'm saying? Come here if ever you're in Chicago, you come right here. You can stay right here with me. We got 6 bedrooms.
Lord, that's a lot of bedrooms. Now, yes. Sharon Child. What was your favorite song by Sharon Child? Sharon.
Just When I Need 'Em.
Just When I Need.
Woof. Because that was her testimony. People don't know. That was her. Sharon Childs and I were like this. Mm-hmm. We called each other brother and sister. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's how close we got. Mm-hmm. So she used to come over to my in-between services. She would come to my house, eat food. We would sit and laugh and talk and, play or whatever. And then come on back to church and do what we had to do. But her singing Just When I Need 'Em Most was wonderful to me because I felt her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Well, she was going to sing anything she put a voice to. She was going to sing it. Mm-hmm. But that particular song is one of the ones.
And we thank God for. We thank God for her daughter because she sure enough carried Sharon's spirit.
Yeah, and she looks just like
her. All right, Michelle Brown. The wonderful Michelle.
The wonderful Michelle
My
Brown.
God.
Michelle Brown. I got a chance when I first came to the church. I
Mhm.
got a chance to sing with her and Gina Dow
Okay.
on Christ Won't Fail.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wow, I get a chance. I'm starstruck then.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm singing with her. Shelby's like, I want you to do the tenor part on. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got down there and did what we did, and we just gelled together. Like I said, nobody was trying to overshadow you. Michelle do what she do because she's known for what she does. Gina was doing what she was known to do. And then I'm the new kid on the block. I'm like, okay, well, let me get in now. Let me make a name for me. And that platform was laid out for me to stand on. And I thank God for that. Black socks and all of that. So this was one of my favorites. When I first got in the choir, I loved wearing this outfit because I love black and gold. Now, maybe that's what it is. As you can see in my house, it's black and gold. This was one of the ones that we recorded in this. And we had the matching pants, the matching shoes.
Do you remember which album you already used?
I think it was the one. I know we did like where I recorded the song "Say It" on that recording, and we had that on. Now we have some more of Pastor Darrell B. Smith's creations. We wore this for a midnight musical maybe like 3 years ago or so, and everybody loved it. This was another one of his that he created, and it could be worn with the top or it can be worn by itself. So, and this was designed and brought to life. And as you can see, we love purple, which is power. We wore this back in the 90s, the late 90s. This is like around the time that we came out with the song that you were mentioning, I Can Depend on You. Yeah, so we were doing it then and doing it now. Still. I have to keep that in front of people. We're still standing after all these years. We just made 65 years. So when I came along, we were at 28. So I've been running ever since.
Okay. What we got on the table?
We got mass memorabilia, all the albums from the beginning when Miss Albertina, the late Albertina Walker, God rest her spirit, presented Dr. Charles G. Hayes and the mighty voices of Cosmopolitan Church of Prayer. Yes. And then, of course, we have Dr. Hayes. This is Heaven is My Goal album. And then everybody would know this is the Jesus Can Work It Out. Make Me Better, The Bridegroom. Yes. We have...
Oh, yeah.
All of them from the beginning. I keep everything. If Anybody Can by Dr. Hayes. This was I'll Never Forget album, which I'm on there singing.
Sing Some Better Days.
Yeah, Sing Better Days. Excuse that, please.
Okay.
But the record is still good.
Somebody glory.
Yes. And then we have, this is the video.
Yes. Step Back.
Step Back, Let God Do It.
Ooh, and they, on that album, you all did with Sharon Child's song. What is it?
Nothing But a God. Yes.
Y'all told me up.
Yes.
On that one.
Nothing But a God. And then this one is Reach Up. I think this one was Reach Up. And our own Larry Beasley and I did a tune on here, Strength for the Journey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this, yes, this was when we did the 2013, the reunion. This was the reunion video. And then we have some old cassette tapes. This one is even going back to 1987.
WYCA.
WYCA. So, I got it. So I got some cassette tapes from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. I just keep everything.
Yeah. Now we gotta go to the inference. But look, before you give yours, can I give?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people are gonna say Jesus can work it out. No, I love the song.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I listened to that song.
Right.
But anyway, it's something about make me better, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Like I live for that, and I'm running for my life. I think her rendition on the new album.
Yeah.
I think that really attracts me because she's relaxed.
Running this race.
Yeah, I've been running this race
a mighty long time, and
I ain't tired yet. A few more roads to go, and I know soul's gonna be at rest.
I keep
pressing my way each every day. 99 and a half won't do. Trying to make 100, and I know
the Lord
is gonna see me. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Yours.
She oh God, Diane could just take a song and just twist it and turn it and make it to what she wanted to be. Mm-hmm. I loved her singing The Bridegroom.
Okay, that's an interesting one. That's on
this one.
Yeah.
Yes. The Bridegroom coming.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
She like when you saw that, that's Diane. Mm-hmm. So she gave her all in all, and she gives her all in all in what she does. You know what I'm saying? So she loves God. She'll sit. We would be on a choir trip, and she'll be going through the Bible, reading the Word.
Really?
Because anytime she sings, you're not going to get the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna come up with something. Mm-hmm. So we're the background. We're waiting on her. Like, okay, let me see what she's gonna change this time. Mm-hmm. And she never failed.
Yeah. You remember that year when Father Hayes had took the Midnight Musical to Atlanta?
Yes.
You remember that? I remember that. I wanted to go so bad.
I was actually there. I was in the audience because I was living there at that time.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What year? Let's see what year.
2000. Let me see. I left in 2002, so it was either 2003 or 2004.
Really?
Between 2000.
It was around the time when the remix came out.
Yeah, 2000, about 2004
or 5.
No, it wasn't 5 because I was back in 5, so it was about 2004.
Wow, man! Yeah. Now that was y'all. If y'all wasn't alive during that time, during that era, that was like y'all had stature.
Yeah. So
stature.
Well, that's why we're the Warriors.
I know, man. I mean, look, I remember I was living with my godfather on 63rd. I hope you're having fun like I am.
Yes, I'm having a blast. We can talk all night.
I was on 63rd, and I went into where 63rd and King Drive is, where there's a Walgreens, and then like just right there, 63rd and King Drive, and that little strip right there is Currency Exchange. Right, it was a barbershop. Okay. And I just tried them out because I was living over there. I needed to probably get a haircut. Who knows? I'm sitting in that barbershop, and all of a sudden, hey, he can work it out. Hey, I'm like, these people playing this on this is a secular station.
Yes.
And this is no camouflage gospel song. Like this is a straight up, this gospel.
Exactly. And that's because God is still working it out. He's still working it out after all these years. Yeah. Now, we recorded it like in 1980, came back and re-recorded in 2004, and then they come out with the house music portion of it, and it's just still going. It feels good to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? Like, my living is not in vain. Somebody is getting it. That's my whole thing. Someone is getting it. I'm helping someone by encouraging them. Don't give up. God is,
What's that song on the Reach For It? Jesus Brought Me Out?
Jesus Will Bring Things Out. Now that actually was when I first got in the choir.
I can't take it.
That actually was like my first solo with the choir, And at that time, this is the story. And at that time, I was new, and the choir had heard me do the lead part. And after choir rehearsal, Michelle Brown came up to me and she said, you know, and we can joke like this because I can mock anybody because I'm a jokester. She said, you sound just like Herbert Williams. And I'm looking at her like, okay. She said, sound just like him. Yeah. You're doing a wonderful job. I was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because of the respect that I have for her, because she is my elder. You know, she's a staple for Cosmopolitan. You know what I'm saying? So for her to walk up to me and tell me that, I was like, wow. You know, and I've been singing that song ever since.
She actually was married at one time to Father Hayes' brother. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, listen, I've had a blast. I'll have to come back and do a part 2. I literally, I did an interview with the great Elsa Harris from the Jackson Dixon Singers, Paul Simon, Minnie Riperton, all of them.
Yes.
I was with her today. And that was the part 2 interview with her. But I do want to say this, you know, because I've been saying this quite often since I interviewed Bishop Dan Willard. He says something, I've heard this plenty of times, but the way he articulated it kind of stuck with me. So I think I'm going to start saying this quite a bit. But pretty much, you know how we say, you know, man, I miss the good old days. I miss the good old days. You know what I'm saying? And but we fail to realize that the good old days are right now. Yeah. Because I'm going to be looking back like, probably like, for me, it's personal. So it'll probably be tomorrow. But like, those are the good old. But, you know, we're living in the good old days. Yes. We have to learn how to embrace every moment.
Every moment.
So thank you.
No, and thank you
for giving me a moment.
Yes.
Another moment.
Yes.
To embrace, because these are the good old days.
These are the good old days.